Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming at you a little midday money on a Wednesday, the 26th of April. Closing, wrapping up the month here. Like, subscribe, ring the bell wherever you're watching. Win a free picks channel. YouTube, Facebook, picks and parlays. The same. Or maybe you're on the old school Sean Hicks channel. Maybe you're back. You know, I have like 1,000 subscribers. Not that they're all real. I mean, people subscribe, but it's odd, Tim. You could probably contest to this. You have like a bunch of subscribers, and then you have like, 9 likes and 100 something views. Doesn't make sense to me. Why subscribe to a channel if you're not at least run through and just hit the like button? I don't know. Anyway,
not everybody's active every single day.
I get it, but
it was with that. I mean, sometimes with that with ESB, it was with that with my last YouTube channel that I did that I streamed a bunch and stuff. So no, I understand that.
It's weird. I mean, I don't mind. What am I gonna do? It's just I can't do anything about it. Neither can you. Any hoot. Let's we're gonna put the plays up for today. Twitter, Mr. Sean Hicks, come give me a follow. The why can't there's the tweet. Tweeting out player props. Tweeted picks, baseball, NBA hockey. Tweeted. Let's do a little recap. Not that I'm looking forward to this because I did a 10-minute look at line last night because I was just so frustrated with yesterday's day. 2 and 3 in the video, 45 and 60 minus 932. 2 and 7 in my premiums. Brutal. Thank you, Reds. I should say thank you to Reds. Texas for blowing another 8th inning lead. 6 runs in the 8th this time gets me. Pirates, wonderful there. Again, you take those two away and looking at a 4 and 5 day. I mean, okay, I'll take Tampa Bay loser on the run line. I'll take, that's fine. Games up 7-2, 7-1. Painful. Hockey, a donut with our picks. All plus monies, 31 and 45 in the video, minus 3-1. A pass in the NBA, 23. NBA is 50 and 48 down $60. I say 23 and 25 on the year, minus $65. That's because we had a plus 395 win on OKC. But let's get to today's picks. And again, sometimes you got to take a bad day. It happens. Today's action. No new picks from the Look Ahead Line Show. Reds plus 114, Orioles over the 8.5, Jays run line plus 110, Tigers under the 8.5 again. Going to cash out for 3 straight. Dodgers with Gosselin minus the 121. Again, that line has moved here. Nats plus the 180. San Francisco treat minus the 110. So I'll come back with the Reds here. No way they sweep Texas. And I've had Texas the last 2 games. And the bullpen, forget it. Another implosion. Not buying it. I'll take the Reds here. O's over just because it's the Red Sox hit and they give up runs. Jays run line here. As much as I love Kopech last year, I do not like him this year, and I don't like the White Sox. So we'll run line that guy. Now it's Kikuchi. I get it. But run line plus 110. Tigers under. What's there to say? It's 2-0 so far. We'll run it up the flagpole again. Dodgers with the Goose. Now, he's making his first start. Pitch limit. I talked about this. Jesse Shule and Ross and I did a show earlier today, and Jesse's like, well, he's on a pitch count. The guy throws 80 pitches a game. So if he's throwing 50 or 60, is that really a pitch count? That's typical Dodgers. Him, Anderson, who's the other guy? May. They run out guys who go 17 and 3 every year, but they throw 6 innings a game. He's not a strikeout guy. And when I see a team we watched them lose. They won 7 in a row and then they lost. Well, I'd be shocked to see the Pirates have a couple losses here in a row. When you beat the Reds, you beat the Rockies, you beat a Boston team that's got one of the worst bullpens and pitching staffs overall. And now you're facing a Dodger team who have underachieved, but I'll take the minus 120. Nats here. I wanted the Nets yesterday. There was no line because the Mets didn't throw out a pitcher until I didn't notice it, I guess. But I'll fade Senga here. I have had him twice. Mackenzie Gore is a decent pitcher here. We talk about the Nationals. They traded their Scherzers and their Turners and their Sotos. They got back top prospects. He's one of them. This kid's pretty good. I'm getting a 180 spot. Come on. Tim will probably agree here. Mets are a good team. Should this guy be laying $2?
I will say the best time.
I know it is because it's off of a Met loss. You come back after a Met loss.
I know it's hindsight. Yesterday would have been a perfect spot to bet the Nationals.
Yeah,
because the Mets were coming back from a 10-game road trip.
Yep.
I don't see it today. But it's plus money. Friends never talk friends off of plus money.
I agree. Plus 180 is worth it for a pitcher who's not too shabby out of the gate. And the Giants, D. Scaffellini. This cat, I've talked about him before here. And we can throw a lot of guys in like, oh, if he's a healthy kind of guy. The fact is, last year, the guy had a 2, or last year, I think he had 5 starts. The year before that, he had a 3.17 ERA in his season with a 1.09 ERA. He's been solid this year in his 4 starts, 0.88 whip. And you're facing Steven Matz. Enough said. Another Met cast off. As Jesse Shule says, he's inconsistent. The guy's terrible. 4 starts, 3 of them, 4+ runs in these games. Give me San Fran, another win here. Going for 3 in a row over the Redbirds, who we don't like. NBA, 50-40 in the video, down $60. We had a nice win of 9 straight before Denver let us down, but then we bounced back with a Miami over. A 10-1 run, and we're down $60 here in the video. And again, on the season, 23-25, down $65. Would be a little more, but OKC early in the year plus 395 gets us that minus $65. We'll take it. Knicks, Lakers, Heat, and Kings. Kings line has moved. I'd rather have the 4 than the 1. We talk about fading the injury report, and you got a guy hurt. Hey, it is what it is. I put the game out. It stays here. We don't erase it. 31-45 on the ice. Cold cash with the Bruins puck line tonight plus 160. I couldn't fit here on this part of it, but it is underneath in the scroll. We do also have the leads for tomorrow over 6.5 in Vegas puck line plus a 160 spot. Baseball props. Prop time. Another winning day. I say props have been good. 5-7 plus 315, 113, and 173 in the video plus 1960. Not the year I was born. I'm not that old. We'll come back with Duran. That's an extra R in there. That's fine. We'll grab him for an extra ribby. Sorry about that, Mr. Duran. I spelled your name wrong. It happens. That's what happens. I got fat fingers. Sorry. Plus 250. A little BLT with Gunnar Henderson, the youngster, plus a 210. Could we have gotten other routes here with Devers or Mountcastle or something? Sure. We're going to take these 2 guys plus $2 each. And why not? Paid off yesterday, Duran, with a nice grand salami to cash a 2-something there. Who else do we have? We had Mateo there for the O's getting it done. Right? We had 2 guys. We went 2-1 in our – Hayes is the only one who didn't get done there in the Boston game there. But still, plus 210 here. White Sox will take a little Eloy. You know I like Jimenez here, plus 175. Jake Berger. We'll take that with bacon and some cheddar cheese, plus $2. Again, down the line a little bit here. I think Akuchi will give up some runs. Do I like Toronto win today? Yeah. That's because, Vlad plus 130, Chapman 135, Varsho 190, Kirk, that little stubby man, plus 185, and Merrifield a 210 spot. Again, out of a 8 kind of spot in the lineup, I'll take a 210 here versus a guy I think is going to give up runs. Now, yesterday, we pulled this stunt in the Texas game. We go 3-4 with our meat orders kind of stuff. But on the flip side of that, Tampa takes an 0-5 for us. It is what it is. It is what it is. Houston, we'll go Abreu 165, Tucker 145, your meaty part of the lineup. And then a little further down, you're maybe 6, 7, 8, or 8, 9, depending where they are in the lineup. Jokes, $2, and a little Pena plus 195. There you go. RBIs. Now, time for Mr. Tim for some NBA. Drop my pen. Any NBA tonight? I know we got a couple NBAers.
Yes. I've been on the Cavs all series. I'm on the Knicks tonight. This Cavs team has looked pathetic. And as crazy as it sounds, I kind of looking towards the over. It's 202, and I know the highest scoring game has been 197 points in that series. But I feel like it's getting almost too low, but I'm not touching the total. I
think
like
the total did not open. I mean, in the first game, I think it was like 216, 217, and it's steadily come down. I mean, we had 211 here the other day in the video. Now it's down to 202. So I agree with you with the over here.
Yeah, it's just
especially with Cleveland being desperate down 3-1. They have to come out and score some points.
But I like the Knicks plus the 5.5.
I agree.
I'm on the Grizzlies minus the 4.
Right.
I feel like the Lakers win the series, but they do it in LA in Game 6. I think it's a double-digit win for the Grizzlies. I'm on the Heat. I don't think they win necessarily. I think they cover the 12.
That's a huge number. What is that?
It's
up to 12 now?
And look how good Miami's been playing.
And like it's up to 12. I almost want to take Milwaukee now. Like, why the heck is that at 12? What have you seen in this game, in this series? Miami's a feisty little bunch. 12.
Miami is down 3-1 in the series, and the line for them to win the series is plus 110.
And they're up 3-1. Crazy. And
they're down
plus
3-1.
Money.
No,
Miami's up 3-1.
Miami's down 3-1. Sorry. Milwaukee. Milwaukee's down 3-1, and they're plus 110
to win. Yeah, ridiculous.
And then, of course, the final game, you know where I'm going already. It's the Golden State Warriors on the road, so we go Kings. Sacramento in 6. Let's get it.
White chocolate in the house.
Good.
All right, let's see what we got here in the chat. Jesse Shule. Warriors win tonight. Write it down. Write it down, he says. Tim can shame me tomorrow, he says. It's one of those spots. Hey, listen, Jess, we talked about this, right? You have it's a Hall of Fame coach. You got Curry. It's a championship caliber team. It's not your typical 11-win road team. And now it's from a 4 down to a 1, so it's basically a pick 'em. It's tough to say don't take Golden State. They are the better team, right? I mean, but Sacramento has been just written off the entire season. And like we said today on the show with Ross, I'd rather have Sacramento plus 4 with no Fox, where the guy you rally around, nobody playing. Now you got a guy in there. Yeah, he's playing. That's why I went from 4 to a 1.5. They were a 1.5. He was out. Then it went to them minus 4, and now he's playing. It's them plus 1.5. We'll see. We'll see. Who knows? Michael's in the house. Here's Mr. Golden State. Miz is coming in. What do you say, Miz? Washington under 8.5 with Gore. I do not hate it. I like it. Atlanta under 8. I know Atlanta under 8. I mean, who's this guy? I mean, I like Bryce Elder a little bit, but Alcantara has. You think he's I don't say a vintage Alcantara. The guy's got a 5 ERA this year. He's not been that great. I'd be worried about that one. Atlanta seems to be hitting okay. San Fran over 8.5. Why not? Mats is a mess. Yes. Toronto run line, sure. Mini money line. Going for the sweep over the Yanks. No way Yanks get swept, right? Cubbies under the 8 with the goose on the hill. And Smiley. I like the Cubs. Michael says, Jesse, I love the Warriors. I'm not betting it, but a huge fan. Of course you are. Kings first quarter plus 5? Or is that supposed? Kings are plus 5 for the first quarter? That's got to be a half. That can't be. It can't be plus 5. Right? That's not correct. Memphis first half, as Tim said.
It's got to be a half. It's a half.
You have the Kings. Are they going to bring it back to LA? Would make sense. They need some extended series. As far as the Warriors game, I don't want to back them with not being they cannot win on the road, but now Fox said the Warriors are going to win. I don't like that. Yeah, the Fox thing is, again, if he was totally out, I'd still like the Kings to cover. I mean, 4. I think it'll kind of be a close game. Michael says, Jess says that Michael, I was going to bet this game, but if Fox playing hurt, I think that's potentially worse than not playing. Exactly. Michael's got the Twins for the sweep. Romano's looked okay, but I don't expect that to continue. Yanks are a dog. 5-24 as dogs. Something like that. again, you see the Yankees as a dog. No way a team sweeps, right? No way. Milwaukee can't get swept by Detroit. The Reds can't sweep Texas. Lock it in with the King is in the house. Welcome. Would you be hitting a smash by a little rain? You got a little rain by you up there, huh? It's a little overcast here down by me. Rained a little earlier today. Team Money's coming in. Bunch of props. But the Rangers took them first half -1.5. Team total over 5. But I know they blew that game. Terrible. You're up. Again, second night in a row, the bullpen comes and assaults me like a crime in the most heinous way. Michael, Jesse, I like the Kings early, and the Phantom will end up grabbing a live line with the Dubs. That's the thing. I mean, we'll get to see how he plays. Is it really affecting him? Maybe it's a decoy. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's nothing. He's got a fracture. I mean, he's pushing the ball, right? Maybe it's going to hurt. I mean, for me, I know a guy's got a messed up finger. I'm slapping for it. I'm slapping the ball in his hand. Sorry, hand's part of the ball. Yeah, I said a homer yesterday. Plus, I said it was either Yaz or who else did I say for them to hit the homer? Excellent. Like, did you play Yaz? Some NBA stars will take tonight off. Which one? I don't know if anybody's taking tonight off, Biz. Come on. Let's have a better Ranger money line play for a full game ever. Only first 5 says Jake Pratt. I mean, I thought it was bad when they walked 3 guys to give up 3 runs yesterday, 2 days ago. Last night, it was 6 runs with 2 outs. It's all with 2 outs on top of it. Lane, good afternoon. I'm annoyed today, so we'll see how the show goes. I was annoyed last night, 10-minute show. The Pirates won a 7-2 lead. All right, I'll live with it. It is what it is. I had them as a dog. They had won 7 straight. I'll take a shot there. Texas again with a bullpen. Oh, my God. Eric says Red Sox money line today. All right, you want to do money? You want to take the Sox today? Again, yesterday I said no to Kluber. Hawks on the hill. I don't totally hate it. More of an over here with these guys. Look at this one. Almighty One Sports coming in. Box Sports is on the Yanks feed. Oh, my goodness. Minnesota today, folks. Run lineup. The Minnesota Twins. Box Sports on the Yanks. This is the guy. The Bach, let me tell you. I'm sure the Bach, a money line play on the Celtics yesterday, probably. Oh, my goodness. Jake, got a risk-free bet. First parlay I make it 2 years. Jays, Rockies, Pirates, Braves, all money lines. All right, Jays, I get it against Kopic. The Rockies, huh? You going a little Colorado here over Guardians, right? Are they going for the sweep? Or no? You got who's pitching? Beebe for the Cleveland?
Yes, Colorado's going for the sweep. They've outscored Cleveland 11-1 in the series.
All right. Don't hate it. I like it. Pirates to bounce back. See, that would be my least favorite because you win 6, 7 in a row, 8 in a row, whatever the case may be. Then you see a couple losses kind of tick up. So that one would be my least favorite. And I do like Hunter Brown, but I can't really badmouth Bryce Elder is pretty good. Oh, no. Excuse me. Hunter Brown's playing Tampa Bay. Sorry about that. You got Alcantara. And I said that guy's got a 5 ERA. So I don't hate that one as well. Good job. The Pirate game is my least favorite, though, Jake. 3 teams doubled their fans NBA last night. 0-3 ATS. Pity the Fool Lane, 12 Milwaukee. I mean, really. And how about, Jess, people are going to bet. I mean, they do like laying the ATS, but let's be honest. Most newbies are money line bettors and parlayed all those guys up. That makes me happy, though, that some clown money lined all those and loses money. I'll also be down here for the Yanks playing Judge Cinnamon. Miz, I said to start the season. Well, let's go back to last year. I wanted them to trade Volpe and Gleber, whoever, to get Soto in here. Now Soto's hitting $190. That being said, I don't want to pay Judge $300 million until he's 40 years old. The Yankee team, and I'm a Yankee guy. You have no pitching. Cole's been great, yes. Is Cortez the real deal? You got Sevy hurt, Rodon. It's Herman's gonna take a sip. Where's Louis Gill? Like this pitching staff is so. Like most teams. I mean, you're really happy if you have two really good pitchers. And if you have three guys you could pencil in there, excellent. Anything more than that, you're gonna be excellent. The problem is the Yankees lineup is a bunch of guys who swing and miss or just hit a homer. Now, Volpe could be great down the road. He's still young. It's going to take a while for him to get into form. Judge is your number 2 guy. Stanton again hurt. No shocker there. Him or Judge always goes down. I like Lieber Torres. I've liked him for a long time. DJ's not hitting. And then you have your combo of Hicks, Donaldson, IKF, terrible. The catching situation, nobody's hitting there. I mean, listen, you want to play Peraza? I don't mind. Let the young guys play if you're going to stink. Is Bader back yet? He's still hurt. I mean, this team. And then you got Tampa playing lights out right now. You got a big hill to climb. You're lucky that there's so much trash in 500 teams in baseball. Maurice, good afternoon. Pirates told me 9 yesterday. Yeah. That's to say kindly. They choked up 7-2. Should have did them first 5, but I like them today. What's your opinion, Marlins? No Marlins. Alcantara is not Cy Young Alcantara right now. And much like I don't bet on a team, I didn't bet the Reds on Monday, even though they were a favorite over Texas. I said, you know what, I'll take Texas, and if I lose, so be it. I can't take teams on losing streaks. I can't take Marlins. I shouldn't say I can't take teams on losing streaks. Sometimes I'll jump in at the right price. I'm not betting on a guy who has not pitched well. No, thank you. It would be Braves run line for me or nothing. I'm glad I missed Terrible Tuesday. It was bad. I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes you have a bad one. It was a bad one. I've had a day like that since probably a February where I'm losing by half points in college hoops. We'll take Pitt LA game under if it hits 9. I don't hate that one. I don't hate the Dodgers are hitting a little bit, but Pittsburgh they haven't been hitting before last night's game. Go look at a couple of their more recent games. Audi King is in the house. What do you think about the Yankees under? Yeah, I like Yankees under every time because the pitching is all right and they can't hit. So I'll give me the under anytime. Sure. What is it? You got an 8.5 on that? I don't hate it. If Yankee pitching failed to finish under 500, I don't know if they'll be under 500. I mean, there's enough talent there to be a 500 team. But let's be honest, this Yanks don't win 95. It's a losing. They have to forget about World Series or bust. I mean, it used to be like first place or bust or stuff. Fine, they have wild cards and stuff like this. They don't win 95 games, and I'm an under backer for the Yanks because I don't like the pitching staff. Montes out, Rodon hurt, Sevying it up. I mean, under 500 is a. And let's think about this for a second, Miz. Yanks are on that kind of path. Do you dump DJ? Do you trade Cole? Who's taking Cole anyway at that price? Like Montes is hurt. I mean, Rodon's a hurt guy. Like, are you just gonna say let's rebuild here? Bring up some young guys? Yanks have some issues. I mean, you got albatross contracts in Cole, Stanton, and Judge. Brutal. Brio in here, my Facebook fella. What do you say? Big Waves, our favorite Alabama surfer. Got me a new foam board and put my Cincy Red sticker on it. Love the foam boards. They're great. Liking the Cubbies today. I do like the Cubbies today. Yanks, I do. I like the Yanks for a second. I'm like, I kind of like Herman a little bit. Then I get a update here that the Bach likes the Yanks. If the Almighty one comes in here and says the Bach is on something, just light your money on fire. Rocky's over. Why not? They're hitting. They're hitting right now, Big Waves. Randy, what do you got here? Marcel Ozuna ever going to figure out a swing, batting like 70? Guy, the only thing he likes to swing and hit is his girlfriend, right? Doesn't he like beat his girl? Didn't he get arrested for that? No.
No. Ozuna's the one that has a higher BAC rather than batting average. Oh, he got pulled over for drunk driving.
All right. Okay. All right. How about that outfield back in the day? Ozuna, Yelich, and Stanton. Right? That was the Marlin outfield. I know they get 95. I'm thinking maybe 85. Yeah, well, I don't think they're getting 95. 85's probably more like it the way I think the season's going to go. Um, unless you have a huge recovery in pitching and these guys start hitting for average. Robert, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Michael, I want to bet the Giants line, but I'm concerned that they're about to fly out to Mexico City next day. What are you talking about? Tomorrow's game's in Mexico City against St. Louis? They got a game tomorrow at 3:00 against Cardinal. They're playing 3 games in San Fran. They're flying to New Mexico tomorrow. That can't be right. That can't be right. That makes 0 sense. One standalone game in New Mexico? Is that correct? I don't know. Maybe it is. You're a Giant fan. Back on the Rockies. Plus 141, hit a 181 yesterday. Take it, Rob. They're playing well. Nats Mets under the 8.5. Yes. Nathan, my guy. What do you got here? Braves at home, first 5 run line. I do run line for the game. Alcantara has not been good. A's Angels over to 9.5. You'd think it would get there because of the A's being so bad. I mean, for me, I'm an Angel run line kind of guy. Again, I've had him the other games in the series, so I would think to excuse me, a little burp. I'd think to come back on him again today. Red Sox plus 118. I don't hate it. Would prefer just the over in that game. Wells and Hook there or Houck, whoever. Michael, what do you say there? What do you got? Royals, D-backs, down, A+ strikeouts. Yeah, I will do that. The Royals are they the worst or second worst team hitting? They can't hit a lick. And Gallen, Jesse's probably in bed. It's late for him. The guy has like a 15 or 18 scoreless inning streak going here of late. I mean, 7, 13, 20 and a third. I don't know last time. It's definitely over 20 innings of a scoreless streak. So, yeah, I can do over strikeouts for him without hesitation. Blue Jays run line, yes. Copey. He's not coping well. White Sox could fire their coach. Nick says, wow, Reds Rangers yesterday. Pirates. I had them. You don't got to wow me. Had 3 winners yesterday. Got over Red Sox, Oilers, under Nuggets. But still, should have been a great day. I mean, blowing 7-2 leads and 7-1 leads. Terrible. Over Reds today. I don't know about that. I just why do I think it's gonna be a flat day in Cincy? D-backs first 5, sure. It's Gallen. Jesse's not bad, but he cannot confirm that Diamondbacks made his card today. All I know is that the guy has 20 plus something no runs allowed in innings. Gallen plus 8.5 strikeouts. D-backs win parlay plus 280. I like it. I mean, he struck out 11 in 2 of the last 3 games. He had 8 in the other one. So he should be able. The concern here is he gets too many strikeouts and it was 5 innings, and then he's out. But I like it. Heat Bucks over 219.5. Yes, I like it. Can confirm 20 2/3 scoreless, 29 Ks last 3 starts. But again, scoreless the last 3 games. He gave up 4 runs in his start before that. So I'm wondering how far did he give him up in the first inning? Is this closer to 25 innings? I don't know. Kevin says, when do you think bad teams and good teams show when they are in MLB? So I think it takes at least a month. Like you'll see your teams like the Pirates having a nice run here. Colorado somehow is going to come and sweep a Cleveland team, right? We'll see some doggies taking care of business and winning a little early here, right? It's exciting. Wow, that's a nice little start to game. I think for me, Now, and I'm a dog kind of guy. I do my run lines. I'm a big mix. I shouldn't just say I'm a dog guy. I do take favorites on run lines, stuff like that. I want to say by like mid-May, start of June, you got 2 months of baseball, a nice big chunk sample size. You kind of see guys. It's like, well, he's. Are they really due to break out? Is the guy hitting 205? Is he gonna hit 480 down the stretch to get his average up the rest of the year? You know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, I'm gonna say at least it's a 26. So 3 weeks, another 6 weeks to get a real. You'll see the good team being really good, bad teams being bad, and then you'll have your cluster of teams you think are well, they're going to get good because they're insert team name, or these guys are going to hit the wall because who saw this coming? Now, are we going to have an Orioles situation here with the Pirates? That's people like to think like early on. Oh, they could be the Orioles. Well, uh, I'll harken that back to Rich Hill and Vince Velasquez. Now, Rich Hill's a guy when he pitches is really good. The problem is that he's going to pitch 15 games, and for those other 15 games, the Pirates are going to find somebody to come in there and pitch. They're not going to find somebody who's going to be as good as Rich Hill. Otherwise, he'd already be there. Wouldn't sign Rich Hill or Vince Velasquez. That's a team. Again, I think that'll come back to earth. Look, I ran down their batting average the other day. This team isn't like a bunch of guys overachieving. They're just you beat the Reds, you beat the Rockies. You're not beating super teams right now. I'm going to say again, mid-May to June, you'll see the separation, and then you kind of get a feel like who's good, who's bad. That's me, Kev. I know other people look at things differently, and you have to. You got to look of who's playing well right now. Team's playing good. I'm going to ride the streak. Like this team's playing good. I took the Pirates yesterday plus 120. Why wouldn't I? They won 7 in a row, and the Dodgers are a 500 team. So that has to play a little bit into it early on. But I think early on you could find a little dog action. Warriors going to say under 234. I don't know, man. I think we're going to see some overs here. Much like that Heat over, I could see it over in this game. The Knicks game at 202, I like the over there as well. Big Way says, there are a strange society of people that bet on Oakland. I can't bet on Oakland. I will run line against Oakland on the road as long as it's not up to like anything over 140. I won't play, but anything up to that I will play because I think they're just a historically bad team. They can't even trade a guy. Who are they even trading on this team? I don't even know. They got nobody. They're a bad team. I mean, they're going to be bad. I still think that Pittsburgh is going to come back to earth and people be like, well, remember they started 20-10 or whatever. You know, I don't know. I think they're going to come back to earth a little bit. Rob's in the house. 2-teamer I took. Pittsburgh or Philly, my cold Keystone killer. So the Phillies, I don't hate. You know, Logan Gilbert, he was supposed to pitch yesterday. They moved him back for whatever reason. Seattle's playing with a little bit of a hangover. They're not playing well. You know, I don't know what their excuse is. So I like their pitching staff. I like some of their bats. They're just not winning. Philly's a team that's, you know, we know Harper's going to be on. No Hoskins for the year. Again, they're under 500. And Pittsburgh, I don't know. See, I'm the believer here that they're not going to just bounce back after a loss. That's just me. I think Gosselin, even in his first start, pitch count, the guy he goes 5-6 innings anyway. What are you going to go? 2 innings today? He'll go 4 or 5. I mean, back to Philly though. Nola, free agent, bad start to the year. He's got a 5-something ERA. Would you be shocked if they trade him? If these guys still stumble, we talk about. Kevin asked about how long or when do you give up on a team or stuff kind of along those lines. Like when are the Phillies just going to be a bad team this year? Well, I'll tell you what. In a month from now, if Philly is still under 500 and Aaron Nola's ERA is hovering around 5, if I'm Philly, why wouldn't you try to trade him? You don't think the Yankees would want to come after Aaron Nola? You don't think the Mets would go after Aaron Nola? I mean, the Astros staff doesn't look that great right now. I think the Astros would, and they got some young guys. And how about Tampa Bay? They signed Eflin. How about them going after Aaron Nola? And I'm not just talking about the Dodgers or the Padres. There'll be teams out there, but a month from now, Philly is whatever the record is, 24-34 or some nonsense, or I don't even know how many games it would be. They're 5 games under 500, and Nola's got a 4.97 ERA. You looking to sign him? I'm definitely that's a team I think could get imploded and sold off for parts. I don't think, and the good thing is that the Mets are kind of scuffling along a little bit themselves. Now Atlanta might separate down the road, but Philly is obviously holding on for the Harper return. But I don't know, man. It might be a little dicey. Taking Pitt LA under 4.5 first 5. Yes, Ms. Do not hate that. Yankees team total under 4 even money. I don't hate it. The Yankees are bad. They can't score. It's not a good hitting team. No contact. Bring back the money ball. Get on base. I don't care how you get there. Just get on first base. The Yankees can't get on first base. They get on home plate because they want to hit a home run. No averages. Nobody hits for an average on that squad. Oakland moving to Vegas, but they still stink. They're not moving to Vegas for 4 years. Who's going to watch this team play? They get poop dropping out of their pipes. They have possums or raccoons or whatever the heck they got going on in the stadium. No one goes. It's who's their good prospects coming up? I know they got the one kid, Miller's a pitcher. I know they got a Muncy. I mean, they got terrible team. Terrible team. I don't know. All right, let me do some base players. Reds, Orioles over. Reds, Orioles over. Jays run line. Tigers under. Dodgers, Nats, Giants today. There's some baseball. Knicks, Lakers, Heat, Kings. Again, Kings line has moved. Sorry. We do the show on Monday. I put games out ahead of time. It's like college football and NFL. Speaking of NFL, I know people probably want to talk draft stuff. I didn't do any draft stuff this year. Sometimes I do get into it. But I had other things going on, as you know. So I really didn't get down on any draft stuff. Not going to do any draft stuff. Not interested. I don't think Will Levis should go 1, 2, 3. I don't see how that guy's a first round pick. Anthony Richardson. I don't get it. We can do baseball or football quarterbacks going to bad teams. You know, I love talking about that. Rob says Tanner Hook over 2.5 earned runs. It's something negative with Medea. I think the Red Sox will give up runs. That's what they do. The starters give up runs. The bullpen gives up runs. The offense drives in runs. Over. And listen, Kent is not a great pitcher, and I understand you want to take the Yanks. I don't hate it. I kind of like Herman. But it's still the Yankees. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the old no way someone could get swept. We could have did every pick could have been that. Could have been Colorado, Detroit, Twinkies, Reds. Let's go over Orioles instead. Put the props up here again for everybody to see them. Thank goodness for props. I mean, I'm having a winning baseball season. I can't complain about baseball. It's still 51%, but we're at plus 104 odds, 102 and 98 plus 697. But player props have definitely helped me in my personal life. Why wouldn't they? We're taking all these plus money props. Hopefully you guys grab the player props sometimes. And you don't got to go crazy on the player props because I throw out a lot of them. I mean, we have 300 player props already or something like that. 200, 300. Rob says, whether you follow it or love it, the USFL kept the original names. Did they keep the original names? I do have my USFL. I think I have is it here in my drawer? I got a Houston Gambler sticker somewhere. Here we go. I picked it off of eBay. Houston Gambler magnet. And of course we like the New Jersey Generals. And I got an Oklahoma Outlaw banner. I didn't hang it up. I got to figure where to put the banner. I guess I could put it in this little corner here, like hanging on the wall. Michael, Giants are flying to Mexico City with the whole organization for a 2-game set this week. Oh, all right. So that's got to be Saturday. Where are they playing? Saturday, Sunday in Mexico? That's got to be Saturday or Sunday. Because tomorrow they're playing St. Louis at home. Unless they're playing St. Louis Thursday and Friday in Mexico. I mean, let's see who they got on Saturday. Where are the Giants? Yeah, against the Padres. That's Saturday. I guess they had 2-game series against the Padres. So tomorrow they're playing now. Armando. Hola, what is that? Venezuela? Welcome, my friend. Rob says, Young plus 142, 1.5 total bases. I don't hate him. I like the young kid. I got had a nice ribby prop on him yesterday. Taking a shot at the Orioles and Twins run line each plus 180. I don't hate it. Baltimore will score against the Red Sox. Red Sox give up runs. I understand that. And the Twins, why not? The Yankee offense, it's not the Bronx Bombers. I'm old. I like the WFL, the World Football League. Remember the European League? Did they have a European League back in the day? Barcelona. Yeah, that stunk too. Yeah. I haven't looked at college football props, but I'm definitely going to be grabbing an under in that Colorado. I'm fading primetime. Give me the under in Colorado wins. Get down on that now. Bet that today. Do yourself a favor if you want to make money. All right. Those are the props. I'm not going to read them all down. They're all over the joint. Twitter, Mr. Sean Hanks. Go check it out. We'll wrap this guy up. Nice, quiet Wednesday. Day action tomorrow. Look headlines tonight. Oh, we got day action tonight too as well. Bet win repeat coming up later if you want to check that out for free picks. Otherwise, I will see some of you tonight because some do come in for the late show. Although it's not too late though. It's usually around 10 o'clock. Yanks go to Texas tonight. Might slip to 500. Very well. I'll take Texas at home. Although it'd be tough to bet Texas because you might have 2 teams here that are on losing streaks. So I got to see what the odds are for that game before I bet game 1. Unless somebody gets a win today. We'll see what happens, miss. Look headlines tonight. Come say hello before bedtime.